Bhaktacharan Das ji, Lalsauta ji, Ralte ji, leaders on the dais, candidates, party workers, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome all of you here today.
Bhakta zom tak pulal sota zodin tluang le hetilaya kan party shwai tu at thut na sanga thu zong zong te in zavai in chibai kabuk ka cheu.
It's always a pleasure for me to come to Mizoram. It brings back old memories of mine from when I first came here in 1986.
Sangkhat zakwa somriat pasaria kalau kal kha ka rechua ka katan chuan Mizoram ron kal hi ngai to na thar min pe a kalung atilenga min tilim thin ani.
And at that time, Mizoram was transitioning from violence to peace and harmony.
Khati hun lai khan Mizoram borwa kain lum let me ka boy na le har satna tangin rem na lampanin nakal me ka.
And you got your statehood in 1987, so it's been quite a long journey.
Sangkhat zakwa somriat pasaria state puitling in launita a akong athui vele ani.
Of course, there are the younger generation here who has never seen violence in Mizoram.
Tuna hian thalai zok te Mizorama mang an na le tharum thona om lai shelo in oma.
But I'm sure the older generation knows the cost of violence.
Ma se a upazok te chuan tharum thona she om zia rem na om lo she om zia in she chiang in karing.
So it's very important that we remember that any progress is always built on peace and harmony.
Chu wangin kan sin chia tur poimo tak chu mason na reng hi rem na le muan na nga chana nei chi ani ti hi ni.
Some months ago I walked from Kanyakumari to Kashmir on the Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Mandeu khan thaing mo zat kal ta kha Kanyakumari atangin Kashmir thlengke in kakala.
And the idea was to fight the hate-filled ideology of the RSS and the BJP.
Katumber chu ke akakal na chan chu RSS in huat na mishing te thin lunga an tu ti re na tur khan ani a.
The ideology of the RSS is a direct threat to the Union of India.
RSS in ha chan an ideology hi India ro puina tana lau thon om ani.
For us, each state has its culture, its tradition, its religious practices. And for us, these are foundations of the idea of India.
Keini tan chuan state tin hian dam kal phung le zia le sa khwa aneya chu Congress keini tan chuan kan ngai poimo lungphum poimo ber ani.
For us in India, where people are scared to practice their religion, where people are scared to speak their language, where people are scared to follow their tradition, is not an India we're interested in.
India ram mani tong ngam lo naram mani nam zia man swa ngam lo naram mani sa khwa mani pathian chi bai buk ngam lo naram ani chuan chutiang ang chu keini chuan kan India ram kan hu ve dan le kan du dan ani lawani.
And if one looks carefully across the country, one can find already the results of the ideology of the BJP.
Uluk takatu na hian kan thlia chuan India mun shanga chutiang ang ideology RSS ideology wanga har sat na shang ron thlengte kan hufia thein karing.
And possibly one of the best examples of what the ideology of the BJP can do is what has happened in Manipur.
BJP ideology ina athil tum chu chiang takin Manipur athil senga kan huthoin karing.
Hundreds of people have died. Countless women have been molested. Children have been killed. Property has been burnt. but the Prime Minister of India still has not visited Manipur. Manipur.
Mitam tak thainan oma, may chetam tak ngai sakinan oma. Chuti chung chuan Prime Minister chuan Manipur voi khatma alat lo lawani.
It is almost as if the state of Manipur is not part of India, that the Prime Minister does not think it important to go and visit it.
Tiang ang vel hian ngai thua theyang kan Prime Minister hian Manipur hi India ram chunga mi ang inam hulawani. Chutiang wang chuan tlo po tlo lawin ngai sak alo lawani.
So I want to state right at the beginning of my speech that the single most important thing for us in the Congress party is the protection of the tradition, the language, the religion of the people of Mizoram.
Chu wangin amma saberin ka soidu chu Congress party hian kan ngai poimo chu nam sang sangin an nam ziate an nam chongte le an chin thante zalen taka an sa khwate an biak thei hi kan ngai poimo ber pakhatani.
And for the youngsters of Mizoram, if you want to judge who is fighting the BJP, please look at who the BJP attacks.
Eng hinge thalaiten insiatatan eng hinge BJP hiana dober ti insiat do chuan tu te hinge dowa tu te laka nge ma alak ti atangin kan she theyang.
The BJP has no problem with the ZPF or the MNF. ZPM, sorry.
BJP hian ZPM le MNF laka hian eng ma harsat na le chati lo na anei lawani.
They are perfectly happy if either of these two parties rule Mizoram.
BJP chuan MNF mo ZPM mo hi Mizoram sarkar se anlom em me donani.
And there is a reason for that,
Chu chu achanoma
which every young person in Mizoram should understand.
chu kan thalaiten Mizoram thalaiten kan shiat fia angayani.
The BJP and the RSS view the MNF as an entry point into Mizoram.
BJP le RSS te hian MNF le ZPM te hi Mizoram akwan show thei na tur kong zau taka an putlatani.
They view the ZPM as an entry point into Mizoram.
ZPM po Mizorama anlu thei na kong in hong angin an huani.
They know that if either of these parties is ruling Mizoram, their work can continue in the state.
An shiad reng chu MNF mo ZPM mo Mizoram an sarkar chuan an nahi tluang takin Mizoram a hian an thok thei don ani ti an
Please realize that they plan for the long term.
Thil pakatin siya tura ka du chu hun thui takhun lolakal tur hi BJP te hian an thlira ni ti hi shethia mula ka du ni.
So a vote to the MNF is actually a vote to the BJP.
MNF I vote chuan BJP I vote ani ti lo in shedonya.
And it's the same. It's because you have to understand that these parties will deal with the BJP.
In siya thia mangai chu chu tiang chia chuan ZPM po niya heng party te hian BJP du danin an kaldon ani.
They are perfectly happy to have a relationship with the BJP.
Anni party te hian BJP ne na inkung kai na nei hi an niya lawin an limpuye mem zo kani.
The Congress party ideologically can never have a relationship with the BJP.
Kay ni Congress party ideology a chuan eng tika ma yan BJP nen hian kanin kung kai thei don lavani.
And it is impossible for us.
A thei na thei lo shim shimani kan ta chuan.
Because the core of our DNA is ideologically opposed to the core of their DNA.
Achan chu Congress chungril DNA chungril takle BJP DNA chungril tak hi a in haltat ani.
And that is what the BJP and the RSS want to exploit. They are perfectly happy that one of these parties runs Mizoram so they can continue their work of attacking your culture, your religion, your traditions.
Chu wang chuan BJP na tumber chu ZPM mo MNF mo sarkar chuan in namzia te in trong te in sa khwa na te hi an thei to pin an nek chep zel thei do na ni ti khan shiani.
At the same time, it's also important for you to understand what these political parties are offering the people of Mizoram.
Chu ba ka shia tur poi mo chu heng political party te hian mi pui te ta ning e chop chuan nei ve ti kan shia ta ngai ni.
And the record of the MNF is in front of everybody to see.
MNF record chu kan zawaya mu thein a oma tarlani na oma kan sheve kani.
Rampant unemployment,
Na mu turat a om lawa unemployment na mu lo tam tak tu na kyan an oma.
complete failure to crack down on drugs,
Drugs kapturin thachak na nei tok lawa drugs alware mema
250 young lives extinguished in 5 years,
mi zani le som nga chuang drugs sawangin no pangte ten borala.
and at the same time, the MNF openly supports those that are attacking the idea of Mizoram.
Chutian ni lai chuan langsar takin India ni na sa ko zalen na le namtin zalen taka khom thei na chu do tu te chu langsar takin MNF ya na thopui a support me kani.
They have overseen a disaster in healthcare where they have failed to release the funds that belong to you.
Healthcare rasitrisel na lamani se kanchan votur healthcare lampang pek tur po mi puiten in sang zo lava.
And you can see the state of the infrastructure, the state of the roads in the state.
Kan infrastructure shang kan enin kan kong chiat zia te po kan huani.
From our perspective, it is very important that we place in front of the people of Mizoram a vision for the state.
Kay nila matang chuan poi mo kan ti chu Mizoram mi puite tan hian mathlir kan chop turani ya. Mizoram state tan hian mathlir kan chop turani.
And we have a record to demonstrate that.
Chuan record kan nei boka atakin enge kan ti to ti hi atakin hu theina om boka ni.
Lengpui Airport in 1995,
Sangkhat zakwa somkwa panga a Lengpui airport kan siama.
Rajiv Gandhi Stadium at 2010,
Sang ni soma Rajiv Gandhi Stadium kan siama.
Mizoram State Cancer Institute,
Mizoram State Cancer Institute kan siam boka.
Zoram Medical College,
Zoram Medical College po Congress malak na niya.
new land use policy in 2011.
Sang ni som pakata NLUP kan sem chuak boka.
So, I am not speaking empty words here.
Thu may chau ka soy lawat ka kan ti te ni tu nakhan karon soy ni.
And if you look at the states where we are governing, Rajasthan, Karnataka and Chhattisgarh, you will see that for each one of these states, we are providing a vision for the future.
Kan sarkar na mun Karnataka ate mun shang state shang shanga in sianga chuta chuan mi te tan ma chop that tak kan chop thina ni.
In Rajasthan, we have one of the best healthcare systems in the country.
Rajasthan a chuan healthcare system shisel na enkol na chabber kan ne ani.
The poorest people can access 25 lakh rupees for treatment of any disease.
Ar mire theiber te poin an mani in enkol natan nuai somni panga thengan mang theini.
Free medicines,
Dam doya thoni nandonga.
and it doesn't matter if you have heart disease, cancer, diabetes, anything. It is all treated in Rajasthan for free.
Eng nat na po ni se, zun thum po ni se, bi pe sang po ni se, lunglam nat na po ni se, eng nat na po ni se, Rajasthan chunga ngai kan, at thonin enkol an ni.
In the rest of the country, our sisters pay 1,000 rupees for a cylinder of gas. In Rajasthan, they pay 500 rupees.
India mun state danga chuan min sang khat chuang gas bur khat leina tanan man lain Rajasthan Congress sarkar na chuan gas bur khat leina cheng sanga chawan bangani.
In Karnataka, we have set up the best social security system in the country.
Karnataka social security system chabber kan set up boka
2,000 rupees every month to women, free bus travel for women, money directly being transferred into the bank accounts of farmers. These are some of the ideas that we have successfully introduced in Karnataka.
lotling takathil ti to kan nei te chu mei chetin tan cheng sang ni tran puina an account lu thei ngal chi te chuan kut na thok tu te tan po an account tran puina lu thin te tin bas kalna a thonin mei chetan big po bas chuan thei ani
Chhattisgarh farmers get the best rate for paddy in the country, 2,500 rupees a quintal.
Chhattisgarh kut na thok tu ten an thai chi chin tur po a rate chaberin
2,500 quintal.
quintal khata sang ni zanga chawin an lei thei ni
And at the same time, we've opened 377 English medium schools for the poorest people of
chuti
Chhattisgarh.
lai chuti ni rual chuan are thei ber te kal thei na tur English medium school zathum som sari pasari ngot kan hon sak to bokani
In the same way, we want to propose to the people of Mizoram a vision going forward.
chuwang chuan Mizoram mi pui te hia tan hian ma clear that tak ron chop chua hi kan duani a malam pan ti chu hi kan tumani
After demonetization and a flawed GST, it has become very difficult for the people of Mizoram to get employment.
GST le paisa ti thi demonetization ani atang khan Mizoram mi pui te tan hian na mu har ta em ani
Demonetization and GST are designed to help the richest people in the land like Mr. Adani.
GST le demonetization kan ti hian atum ber chu mi hausa sa India rama mi hausa sa te ti hausak zwal hi ni
That is why we have proposed Tang Punya, economic empowerment for our entrepreneurs.
chu wangin
Tang Punya.
chu wangin tang pui na kan ron duang chua ka mitin jan pui thei turin atanga piang an din chua thei na turin tang pui na hi kan ron chop chua ka ni
Direct support to small businesses, financial support, banking support, technological support.
atakin na thoka piang te tan until tia piang vok an vula niya mo sum en kol na laman niya mo dora niya mo directin an mani ne na khan chan pui na pek ngal thei turin kan ron duang ani
And as our PCC president stated, we are going to reduce the price of cylinders to 750 rupees.
ni china kan president ina soito ang khan gas burman po hi cheng za serayat la thadon ani
And a government that does not protect its elders is not a government that's doing its job.
Sarkar mani kum upalamte hum hallo le en kollo chu anha thok thalavania
That is why we are going to give age-old pension of 2,000 rupees a month to all our senior citizens.
kan senior citizens te tan hian pension thatin cheng sang ni kan pedon bokani
But I think
the most saklo te tan ti na ni chu
from my perspective, the most important thing is that one listens to the people of Mizoram.
hei hi katan ka ngai poi mo em chu ni a sarkar hian zoram mi puite o hi angai thatura ni ti hi
I'm less interested in telling you my Man Ki Baat and more interested in listening to your Man Ki Baat.
keima thin lung du zong ron soi chia mai chuan in thin lung du zong te ngai thak ka du zo ka ni
So anytime you need my help in anything, I'm available to you.
eng tik lai point ka tran puin mamon ni chuan in tan ka om renge
My relationship and my family's relationship with you is not a new one. As I said when I first started my speech, I came here in 1986 as a 16-year-old boy.
Mizoram le ke mani inkar kanin kung kai na kanin lai chin na hithil thara ni lova ni china ka thu karon soi tran tira karon soi to ang khan no pang te kanin karon kal to a
Of course, as people of Mizoram, it is your duty to protect your culture, your tradition, your history, your religion.
Mizoram mi puite ni na angin he mo phur na hin chunga in hata in ham zia te in ham trong te in sa kwa na him te hi in mo phur na ani.
But as someone who is emotionally connected to you, who considers himself as a family member, it is also my duty to protect your religion, your culture, your tradition, and your history.
Kay maang chung ko pakhat ang angay tu tetan pon nang mani nen hian chung khat ang kan nia wangin in ramin namin sa kwa him te kamo ani tel ve ani.
Frankly, I do not know any other way than that one.
Kung dang eng ma dang kasyelaw tu na kasayba katsu.
For me, the real asset of India is your tradition, your culture, your history, your religion.
Katan chuan India hi aro pui na le ni na diktak chu ram tina nam tinina nam zian neite nam trong an neite an sa khwa na te hi ni a.
Our diversity is our biggest strength.
Kanin an lo na tak nam sang trong sang kan om na te hi kan ro pui na ani a.
Our different religions, different traditions, different languages, these are all our strengths, not our weaknesses.
Kan sa khwa na inang lote, kan trong in ang lote, kan nam chin zia inang lote hi, kan chak lo na nilawin India ram chak na zo kan ikati kay chuan.
So please consider me as your partner and your soldier in Delhi.
Chuwang chuan kay hi nang mani tran pui tu in gut kaya kalpui tur cheu kan iti himin pom turing kange na cheu.
And finally, I'd like to leave you with the most important thought. The BJP and the RSS want their idea to enter Mizoram.
He ngai tuan na nen hian ka thu soi hi ti top ka dua BJP le RSS te hian an ngai tuan an ril rusuk le ki Mizoram a hian luang lut ve se an ti ani.
They know that if they come directly, the Mizo people will reject them in 1 second.
An siat khiao chu hei hi ni a direct takin BJP ang an ron kal chuan Mizo mi pui the an du don lawani ti an sia ni.
So they need partners to enter Mizoram.
Chu wang chuan Mizoram akwa show tur chuan tho pui an mamoa.
And that is what the MNF and ZPM are. They are partners that will allow the BJP to infiltrate their idea into Mizoram.
Chu tho pui an du tak chu MNF le ZPM te hian ni a an ni mang tang kai hian an ngai tuan na te Mizoram a ron luan lu ti ran tumani.
Their leaders have publicly stated that they will work with the BJP.
An shuai tu te po in mi pui ma ang e BJP kan tho pui shelo kan tho pui ang ti pon to ni.
So you should keep that in mind when you're voting, that you are not helping those that are going to harm your culture, your religion, your tradition.
Vote chu wangin vote in thak don kan hei hin ril ruada ula kadua. In namin ramin sa khwa in nam ziate ti der thong thei tur lama khan in lo vote pal lawang yati kha ngai to na seng turing ka du cheu ni.
This is a long-term ideological battle, and it's very clear that the ideological fight is between the Congress and the RSS.
He thili hun rei takatanga indo na kal to ni a hun rei takala dai do na he indo na hi RSS BJP le Congress in karam thilani.
They want an India which is centralized, which runs from Delhi, which is fully controlled by Mr. Narendra Modi and the RSS.
Andi chuan mun pakhata trangin ko pakhata trangin ram zong ro hirel ni se central atang hian RSS control vek ni se India ram pum hiti hi andu.
And we want an India which is run by the people of India.
Kay ni chuan India mi pui tenge inan kai shwai India din kan du ni.
So please think about that when you vote for your next government.
Chuwangin hei hi uluk takin in vote thak don huna chuan lo ngai to atoring kange na cheu.
Thank you very much for coming here. It is always a pleasure for me to come to Mizoram and talk to you and see you and meet you.
Kalom lu to ka voin nen ron kal hi katan chuan nang mani hule in ne na thu soi tele nang mani bula om hi kalom reng thil lom om takani rengani.
And I'm looking forward to touring Mizoram more extensively like my father did many years ago.
Chuan thil chak deu mei ka ne ya kapain Mizoram mana fan angkan chip chiar zokin mun sang sang tetloa fan hi ka cha kani
Thank you.
hello me